Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy, Average Roller Coaster Enthusiast. Yeah. As you can see, we are a little bit performing a little bit of movie magic here. The go-karts were built before our last episode roller coaster, but I chose to release the coaster first. So we have put together the footage for the go-kart build, and you'll see it in the background that the roller coaster is not there. I believe it will magically appear there, but we'll see. For this episode, we will be building our go-kart layout, and we might be doing some other stuff to it. I don't know how far we get in this video, but the go-kart section came out so good. I absolutely loved how it came out. So what we're doing here is basically I'm thinking about go-karts that go around some type of water. You know, we're going tropical jungle island, so I'm thinking maybe multiple islands, you know, that have some rivers running through it. So that is one thing. We've got an idea of this go-kart being basically going around some water feature, and what do you know it, we got a crash. Some good stuff right there. I'll leave it in, why not? And miraculously we had an autosave. Oh yeah, look at that. So like I was saying before I was rudely crashed upon, is we're gonna have this go around water and have like various rivers running through it. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to create some type of, I'm gonna add some banking there, but we want some type of straightaway. Usually on a track, any sort of racing track, you've got a straightaway coming in right before the end. So that's really what I'm doing there, just adding that one straightaway before coming into that last turn. If you hear anything in the background, that is my cat going nuts. So bear with me here. So here we're going to do a bridge that will go over a river. We love our bridges. And we're going to be taking out the supports on this. Adding our own bridge. And for this station, we're going to do exit and enter the same direction. I believe that's where I start to work on the coaster, but we're going to jump cut away from that. You know, I'm a little ADHD when it comes to this stuff, so working on two things at once, but it's a good thing I can edit the video footage to however I want. So right now we're just adding in that water I was talking about. I'm gonna flatten this hole out. Add the water back in, make sure to not flood the whole park. And of course it is raining. I'm just glad it doesn't rain as much as it used to. They fixed that one up pretty good. And I guess we try and attempt to bring this over to the other bridge. I don't think it's gonna work, but let's see what happens. And it does not work. I probably could have scaled it up to make it work. But it's whatever. We go ahead and build our own anyway. So as we do this, I just want to say thank you to anyone who has watched or subscribed or liked or commented. I really appreciate it. Also, remember we are doing viewer sponsored ride names, so if you want to name this go-kart track, please comment down below a ride name and we will make you a sign with your YouTube username. Will be the most liked name in the comments. And we are adding some supports to our bridge here. We call these, let's see if I remember the name. My bridge terminology. I can't remember the name. Trusses. That's right. Real civil engineer has taught me lots. So we're just adding little trusses for some support. That's right. My bridge terminology is sick. I know my bridges. So now here comes the challenge of selecting everything without selecting the go-kart track. And we conceived on a little bit of pieces, but we can just go in and do this quickly. And finish it out real good. We're going to be adding some supports to the bottom. And basically when I build go-kart tracks, I like to hide the supports as much as possible. It's a good tip and trick for you guys. I like to hide the supports as much as possible and really conform it to the terrain. And I believe it's this episode we work on it, but you'll see what I mean. You either want to completely hide the supports or you want to take the supports out and make the terrain basically be a part of the track. And that bridge is looking sweet. Time to delete these rocks, get them out of the way. And we just jump cut a little bit. I think that was when I forgot to unpause the recording. But I can tell you what we did. I mean, we basically just put a lot of rocks in. We put a lot of rocks in, and we brought the terrain up to the track. And then we took the terrain in the back and covered up all the rocks, if that makes sense. I am sorry we do not have the footage for that. That is my fault. But basically what I'm thinking on this section is we want to go through a waterfall. I think that would be a good idea. Not really through it, but you'll see what I mean. So we take the smaller waterfall piece and we start putting it in there so it doesn't go through the rock. And like I said on the last waterfall, you can't really have the water. You can, I mean, there's a way to do it, to have the water start somewhere, but basically it takes a lot of terrain, finagling. And I think for our purposes here, we don't really need to have the water starting anywhere. We just have to have it give the illusion that the water's coming up and over. So just going through and hiding these water effects a little bit better. We're going to add some of the medium waterfall pieces. Like I said, go-karts are some of my favorite things to build. I've built lots of crazy go-karts in Planet Coaster 1. I built a really good one in my first Planet Coaster 2 park, so I just absolutely love them. Some of my favorite things to build. Waterfalls, however, I'm not good at building them, but I think this one comes out okay. Let me know what you think. And we're gonna clean that up. And then we want to continue it down, so it's basically what I'm doing here. Thinking of ways to continue the waterfall down. We end up adding a few waterfall end pieces, or I believe they call them bottom pieces. And as I start to add the middle, I am realizing that it just goes straight through terrain and there's no way to really, like you can see there, I'm like, okay, you can't really get them. So add some rocks. And then push the terrain down. And now that's looking a little bit better. It's looking better than I thought. And we're just gonna continue that on down to our little river here. And then we're going to add some rocks. We could take that terrain out, but I think it looks okay like that. So we're just looking around, seeing how it looks. From afar, you cannot see the water flowing, but that is okay. Here's kind of what was cut off. And that's what I was talking about earlier, about having your terrain really hugging the go-kart track. And we could have taken the supports off, but if you just get smaller rocks, you can put them in nicely like that, and it hides all the supports, and it keeps it nice and hugged. I believe we do take the supports out. Let's see what happens. But so here's where I get the idea. Oh, not yet. But as you can see, it looks really good, like it is built into the rock. Yep, we take the supports out right there. But you can see how cool it looks, like it's just built into the rock, like it's meant to be there. Now you can see the coaster in the back, so I get the idea of connecting these two waterfalls. We're gonna go under the bridge here. Flood the whole park. And that's looking good. And I think connecting those two water features was a sick idea, if I do say so. But obviously now we gotta delete these, and that's a feat of its own. So you can watch me struggle with that real quick. I'm noticing if you get really close, you can get away from the giant hitboxes, but you gotta go real close. And we did that pretty good. So we're going to be adding a few more medium pieces just to extend the waterfall. Just adding those pieces to fill it out a little bit more, and then we'll add our bottom pieces since our water level has gone down a little bit. For our purposes, it's okay because that roller coaster is just whipping through there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to take out the supports. and build our own bridge. This bridge, we do the same kind of vibe. And this is a little bit smaller of a bridge, so we do something a little bit different. And when I say different, I just mean we do a little bit of a different support than we usually do. Same sort of style that I've been working in, but I love the camera splash in the water. Such a good update. But we go more triangle in this one. You know, triangle vibes. Like I said, a little bit different. Still looks cool. It's like the bridge is one giant truss. And then we're going to be trussing these up just like normal. Copy pasta to the other side. Copy pasta again. And the last time, boom. Got ourselves a bridge. So a little bit different, but this side of the park is coming together nicely. Next episode, we're going to be working on finishing up this go-kart track. Be sure to stay tuned. It's going to be it for this one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, juice the algo, like the post, tickle the post. I love y'all. Peace out.